Hey, this is Drew Bennett from benspark.com, and today's a little bit different because I'm doing a vlog for takemefishing.org. They're actually having me do a vlog about my experiences as a kid growing up and learning to fish and what fishing has meant to me. Now, I'm in my parents' garage on the Cape, one, because you can't hear anything in the house and you can't film without hearing background noise. Or people do not know when to quiet what you record for maybe a couple seconds or a couple minutes, and you hear everything throughout the house. So I'm out in the garage. The second reason I'm out in the garage is because, well, I was out here earlier today and I came across my old tackle box. I spent many afternoons with this tackle box. It was actually my dad's before me, and I got to use it when I got a little bit older. But I came out here, and nobody's really used this for a very long time. I haven't been doing much fishing, only with my kids. I do some fishing on my kayak, but it's kind of too cold to show you that right now. So I went out and I kind of looked over the tackle box and some of the things in it. I got some old lures here, and I'm not sure, some of them I built my own lures when I was in a fishes and fishing course, and a whole thing of hooks here. This fishing pole was to catch, well, when I didn't have a fishing pole, I could use this to go and catch fish, or we use this to catch crabs. And I would go fishing Falmouth Harbor, and I'd go there almost every day with my friend Nick. And Nick and I were both in a fishes and fishing course. Some of my fondest memories growing up were going to the Children's School of Science in Woods Hole. That's me there on the end with my fishing pole as part of the fishes and fishing class. Here's my instructor and the assistants. And right up here in the middle, that's my friend Nick. And Nick and I, we would go fishing often. We'd go down to the harbor in Falmouth, and we just fish all day. We'd catch a bunch of things, and then we'd eat them, or we'd throw them back. But we always loved fishing. I would take this tackle box with me in one hand, riding my bicycle, the fishing pole in the other, and myself, I'd catch up with my friend Nick, who lived near Falmouth Harbor, and we'd go to the harbor, and we'd go fishing for the afternoon. Most of the time, we would catch scup, or tautog, or any number of different fish. The scup we would normally, if they were big enough, we'd fillet them and then we'd fry them up and eat them in the afternoon. There were other times that we just catch some stuff to throw back, but it was just the being out there together and hanging out and fishing and having a good time. That was the important part, and we did spend a lot of afternoons doing that. So let me take you to one of my favorite fishing spots that I had when I was growing up. Our day's fishing would start here at the little pond. We'd come with a trap to catch minnows in this little pond. There was always little minnows. We'd catch those for bait because we didn't always have money to go and buy sea worms or anything like that, or squid or different baits. So we would catch our own bait here at this little pond, and then we would go here to Bristol Beach, and we'd fish on this jetty. We'd go out to the end of the jetty, and we'd fish for bluefish and all other manner of fish. We do this mostly at night because, or early in the morning before anyone was at the beach. But this is one of our favorite spots. All along the beaches of Falmouth, especially Falmouth Heights, were great places to fish as a kid. We'd come here to Falmouth Harbor, and we'd fish right along the wharf here, the pier here, and around the pilings, and then we'd drop some of our traps for crabs, and we'd fish for scup and whatever. But we'd always come down here to Falmouth Harbor. This is one of our favorite places to go. We went maybe 3 or 4 times a week all throughout the summer. It was just great growing up down here and being able to go to a place like this and see all the boats go in and out and do some fishing. It was a lot of fun. Inside, I interviewed a few people who were pretty influential in my life growing up with fishing, as well as with my children's lives growing up as they're learning to get into fishing. So now I can pass that down to them, and they can also help. So, like I said, there's no place in the house to really record because you hear a lot of voices. So you may hear some stuff in the background. Hopefully we're loud enough and you can hear us that we get the stories and the point across there. So take a look at that. I'm here with my grandfather, and some of my earliest memories of fishing were on his boat on Glen Charlie Pond in Wareham. And you had that boat. How long did you have that boat?
About 12 years.
And fishing almost every day?
Every day, every night. I went out especially at night or early in the morning.
Early in the morning. I didn't get out too early. I was probably too young and I slept in, right?
Right.
But when I did get out, occasionally I got to drive the boat. Not too often. I did make that one when we were trolling once, and I slammed it into reverse because I didn't understand what cut it meant. And there was other times, but we caught many fish on that pond and had a really nice time. You were telling me about some fish that you've caught over the years there. They had
Luann caught an 8-pound smallmouth, which would have been a state record.
And that's my
but
aunt.
we didn't register it or anything.
But we caught sunfish and perch and all sorts of
I
fish.
caught a 10-pound largemouth, and that's a big fish.
Yeah.
Beautiful pickerel. I must have hooked into a pickerel that had to be 35, 36 inches. It just broke the line.
Yeah.
And he broke water. So they don't usually break water, but he broke water, broke the line.
Yeah,
but there were great fish in there.
A lot of good fishing there. So I just some good memories of fishing over the years. So I'm here with Uncle Howard, and you are part of a sportsman's club. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and they do a kids' day every year.
That's correct. I am a member of the Rentham Sportsman's Club. I'm the treasurer, and once a year we sponsor Children's Day. That's a day when the pond is closed to fishing for all the adults, and early in the morning we get all the extra poles, get all the kids lined up, and we make sure that if a father is unable to come because of work or something, that we have a member that can help the child fish with the mother or the guardian. So every child gets a chance to fish, gets a pole and fishes. They have different divisions based on age group, boys and girls, and they have prizes for the largest fish in the different categories. Then at the end, all the participants get a prize, fishing rod, and not just because they participated, but because they learned something for the day. They learn the importance of patience, of learning how to cast or hold a rod. So it's a total learning experience for a lot of the young kids, and for that they receive a reward.
Well, now, why do you think, I think you just kind of summed it up, but why do you think it's important that kids get exposed to fishing?
2 reasons. Number one, in today's society, kids are so attuned to using electronic devices that they are unfamiliar with nature and the enjoyment of doing things with your hands. They don't get a chance. Their parents are busy. They don't have the exposure to the outside world of sportsmanship that we try and develop with the kids in our program. The club has a junior program, so this is just the infancy stage of that, to get kids involved and kids can ask to join, their parents don't have to be a member. We encourage the kids to come up that want to learn to do things like that. We teach them sportsmanship, and the best way to do it is learning how to fish.
We are doing some fishing today.
Yep.
Yep, we're at the Sportsman's Club with our Uncle Howard, and it's Kids Day to do some fishing. So they got the pond stocked and there's fish, and we're here, and Uncle Howard's with Eva, and we're doing some fishing.
Nobody.
What are we doing this morning?
Oh, we're fishing.
Yeah? You all excited?
It takes patience.
All right.
It takes patience. We have to sit here.
We're gonna watching all these kids reel in all different fish. This is our first cast. Let's see what happens.
Last year I won the girls' half.
You did. That's right. I remember. Oh, we could try again.
There you go, buddy.
Nope. It's on there. Andrew, your first fish of the day, huh? All right, relax. All right, let's get all these fishing poles for the kids. So as the kids participate, when they're done, they get, if they need a pole, there's a poles here, or they win some poles. Kids got their poles from last year. So I'm here with my dad, and he was the first person to ever take me fishing. I got this wonderful picture of the two of us that is just my favorite picture, and I'll put that in here so you can see that too, just of he and I fishing. And I wanted to ask, why fishing? Why go fishing?
That was a natural thing that boys did as boys, and I grew up fishing a lot, but got away from it, and it's just nice to go and spend some time with it. We used to go down, I think that picture was down in Norton on Plain Street at the bridge, and you were, I don't know, you weren't very old at the
No,
time.
I was little.
No, you were little. And then we used to fish up in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
At the lake up in New Hampshire where we had the house.
That's right.
And I think when we got down here, we kind of got away from it. I don't know why. Salt water, we should have, but we
did
You
more.
guys
I
still
did.
did some. And
Yeah, I went
we used to
to
go down
fishing.
to the bridge with the manzaros and
Yep.
fish. And, yeah.
And we did fishing derbies in Attleboro when they used to do that.
Yeah, that was
know.
true. Yeah.
Oh.
I think it was the Elks Club had the fishing derby at the by the Blackington Inn. That's
Yeah.
where the river goes through there. Yep. Oh.
But thank you
Oh.
for taking me
It
fishing.
was a lot of fun, bro.
For me, I believe it's important that kids get to go fishing because it teaches them so many different things. Patience. It teaches them to think about their environment around them. It's also great to spend time with family and friends. So I think the best thing you can do for a kid is take them fishing and just spend that time with them. So this is Drew Bennett from BenSpark.com. This video is for TakeMeFishing.org. You can find me on Instagram as BenSpark, Twitter as BenSpark, Facebook.com/I'mNotAFamousBlogger. And you can always find me taking videos and making videos all around. And you might find me fishing someday. Thanks for watching.